The following is a non-profit fan-made story. The characters and properties in this novel are owned by their respective creators and companies. Please support the official releases. Also, this YouTube novel is rated M, mature audiences 17 and up. Adult language and explicit violence are present. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, there are a lot of product placements and brands in this novel such as Samsung, Apple, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, etc. None of them are sponsored in this novel. No, seriously, none of them are. Anyway, enjoy.
Flashes of lightning, screams of fury, explosions in the distance, electric spears one after the other. In the point of view of a child, the young Hellraiser gets up from the ground onto her feet. She screams at the top of her lungs and dashes towards her opponent with bolts in hand. Tony wakes up in a cold sweat. He breathes in and out. A nightmare had woken him up. He sits up from his pillow in the bed. He takes in deep breaths and looks at his room. The bedroom that he's sleeping in is a very spacious one. King-size bed, 40-inch LG PS70, and an Xbox 360 with a copy of Halo 3, Mirror's Edge, Call of Duty 2, 3, 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield Bad Company, Grand Theft Auto 4, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 to 2010, all laid on a desk. On his left is a bookshelf filled with a massive collection of Japanese manga and light novels in many genres translated in English, classic novels, and comic books. And to his right is a Windows 7 PC with a 27-inch monitor. Tony shivers a little bit. The shocks are still within him from the fight last night. Little trinkets of bolts appears and disappears almost at once. Fuck me. I didn't think it would get that bad. Although, it didn't stop me from getting Bad Company 2. Last night, without dragging any more attention, attended the midnight release of Battlefield Bad Company 2, in which his copy is sitting on top of his Xbox. Coming back to what he saw in his sleep, he ponders. That kid. She looked like that chick I saw. The images of that little girl flashes in his mind. Feels like I've seen her before. Well, whoever she is, she must have been a real hothead. Anyway, time for Bad Company 2. He removes the blanket and gets out of bed. He grabs the game controller and headset and turns on the console. Walking down the stairs wearing a white t-shirt, black chef pants, and dress shoes, Tony hears a voice. Hey, Luigi, have you seen the Bucci? Yeah, he should be on the couch. Tony looks out into the living room. Laying on the middle of the couch is a German Shepherd. Its head perks up, not at Tony, but at an approaching man. 5 foot 2 inches, blue eyes, distinct mustache, big nose, large hands, wearing a red cap with an insignia of the letter M, red long-sleeve shirt with the collar tucked underneath a pair of white gloves, a pair of blue overalls with yellow buttons layered over the shirt, and a pair of light brown work boots. Mario Giovanni, age 35, though he looks to be 24, pets and scratches their dog, Poochie. There you are. Who's ready for its morning walk? He is Italian-American, though his accent is light. The shepherd stands on his feet and barks in excitement. He jumps off of the couch and runs to the door. As he watches Poochie, his eyes lays upon Tony, who was watching him on the stairs. Oh, hey, Anthony. I barely saw you last night. I told you I went to GameStop, didn't I? I wasn't going to wait around until the morning for Bad Company 2. Well, that would explain the constant swearing all morning and afternoon. Dude, I have a mouth of a fucking sailor. What did you expect? Mario looks at Anthony's hands as he shrugs his shoulders. Hang on. What happened to your gloves? Really? Because I could have sworn you came home with them on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, fine. They got destroyed when I got into a brawl. Wait, what? Another man walks up besides Mario. His outfit is the same, except his long-sleeve shirt is green, his overalls are more darker, the insignia on his green cap is an L, a more smoother mustache, and his head is less fatter. Mario's brother, Luigi Giovanni, also aged 35 and looks to be 24, looks at Anthony without his gloves on. How many times do you have to get involved in someone else's business? Hey, I couldn't let those guys ruin a class F's day, alright? I find that so hard to believe. Oh, shut up. Anyway, who destroyed your glove? Some white-haired chick with electric powers. The brothers freeze at the mere mention of who Anthony is talking about. Wait, you know who that is, do you? Let's just say that we've encountered her and lived to tell about it. Luigi, you want to hang out with me and Poochie? Yeah, that sounds good. Hang on, you sneaky bastards. Did you leave a mess in the kitchen? The brothers shakes their heads. Okay, if I go back there and if I find anything that looks like the back end of a garbage truck, you're going to have boot marks on your ass cheeks. In an instant, the Mario brothers rushes over into the kitchen and cleans up. Yeah, Thought so. He looks over at Poochie, patiently standing by the front door. Don't worry, boy. They're coming. Okay, we're done. He looks back to see Mario and Luigi standing back in the living room with smiles on their faces. Anthony just face palms and sighs. All right, I gotta go. See ya. Oh, by the way, with his speed, Turbo Tony appears in front of the brothers and leans into their ears. If you idiots prank each other so hard that it ends up destroying the entire house, I'm going to rev my foot up your asses so hard you'll be shitting out blood for the rest of the month. Do you understand? Mario and Luigi salutes the man out of fear. Cool. See you later. He walks over to the door, pets Poochie, and exits the house. Walking onto the sidewalk, he ponders on what the Mario brothers were thinking at the moment he mentioned Hellraiser. Something doesn't seem right with those two. Then again, when has anything been right with those two? He looks at both of his hands as he walks on the sidewalk. Last night, when I did something to her electricity, was that my actual power? That would explain how I was able to fight so easily, but there has to be more than that. There is. Oh, thank you. Wait, what the hell? He quickly turns around. There's no one standing behind him. He looks all around, up and down. No one. Must be hearing things. Quite the opposite, actually. Anthony hears the voice again. The voice is deep, with a British accent and a growl to it. Let me guess, some sort of prank? No. Why would you think that? Because it's not the first time I've heard random voices from a mutant. Well, I'm not a mutant. Okay, judging by the British accent... A crusader? No. Wait, let me guess. A ghost. If that was the case, you would be seeing a spirit in front of you. Well then, what the hell are you? It would be best if you don't know what I am. Well, I'm always on a need-to-know basis, Mr... Aram. Oh, thank you. Anyway, do you mind telling me why you're in my head? Let's just say that I'm moral support. Something that'll make me feel better? Indeed. Oh, cool. Wait, how long have you been in my head? Just now. I have a feeling that it's completely bullshit. It is not. Oh, well, this feels weird, being able to hear a voice in my head. You'll get used to it. No, I won't. Also, people are looking at me thinking that I've gone off the deep end, so how about we speak in private? That sounds good. All right. Now then, off to work. He dashes forward at the speed of 150 miles per hour. Harris Restaurant is a San Francisco steakhouse that opened in 1984 and is still open to this day. When Anthony arrives at the restaurant, there is a long line of customers stretching for 1.5 miles, the longest that the place has had in years. He runs at a normal pace past the customers. As he does, he gets some cheers from them. He smiles and waves as he heads inside through the front. When he steps through, the first person that he meets has a goatee and in a chef's uniform like Anthony's. Oh, hey Peter. A bit earlier than usual. Also, I'm your boss, so call me Mr. Patterson. Oh, sorry, boss. Another employee walks past the two, setting up the tables with the others. Hey, Tony, you been playing that new Battlefield? Hey, Dave. And you know I did. It's a lot of fun. Though I wish the campaign was longer. All right, everyone in the kitchen. Everyone walks to the back in the kitchen through a pair of steel doors. As Anderson walks through, he is welcomed by his co-workers. The boss, Mr. Patterson, walks in behind him. He whistles to his employees to get their attention. They all gather around the man in charge as he has something to say. All right, you may have noticed that there is a long line of customers. That's because of Mr. Anthony Andersson here has been the best chef in San Fran that we've ever had. Boss, no offense, but I think the credit goes to everyone else as well. I don't want to take full credit. I like you to being selfless, and that's what I want to see. All right, we open in 1 hour. Customers taking seats depending on the number of the party, greeted by the smooth in-house jazz music, waiters giving them menus and or taking orders, giving customers appetizers, taking orders, rushing back to the kitchen to deliver an order on a notepad-sized paper to the head chef. The busy hours, or in restaurant terms, the dinner rush. And it's all because of one individual, and he is not alone on the grill. Anderson, Dodgers, Irving, filet medium rare, Harris steak medium, 2 salmon, 1 pepper steak medium. The top chef throws the individual meat and fish on the super hot grill and they wait. While they do that, the other orders that came in beforehand should be cooked to perfection. If it's undercooked, they'll let it rest for a few seconds longer. If it's overcooked, they'll throw it away and try it again. Anthony looks over to his co-worker Samantha Irving. Hey, that porterhouse is not done yet. Wait 5 seconds. Thanks. That Wagyu should be done. Tony lightly touches the Wagyu, meaning Japanese cow, besides the cooking fillet. Yeah, it is. Beef's done. He carefully scoops the meat off the grill and puts it on an empty, clean plate. From there, the chefs that work on the sides are prepared. In this case, sauteed spinach and broccoli. Once it's ready, the waiter delivers it to a table either on its own or with another order by another customer of the same party. With each bite of the food, the customers are overjoyed with the amount of flavor and texture to their dish. They send feedback to their waiter complimenting the amazing food. With each one, the manager becomes more happier and happier. Hey, they love the food. 5th time today. Keep it up. Day in and day out, except for Mondays because it's closed, they have been working with the greatest effort that they can give, receiving the same positive feedback for 2 years. Hey, can you tell if this is done? Don just brings the pepper steak over to Tony. Without a second thought, he takes a quick look, then looks back at the grill. The beef is still walking. Put it on for a whole minute, press it down. Got it, thanks. You barely looked at the meat. I've seen it all the time, it's nothing new. What did you say? Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself. So much for private. Samantha looks at him confusingly. He takes a quick glance at her and looks back at the grill. Sammy, you're making charcoal on the grill. What? Oh, fuck! The grill becomes engulfed into a massive grease fire. Irving, you're on fire! I know, I'm sorry. The fire starts moving into a direction, but not upwards, to the left. It sounds like someone is inhaling a lot of air. The women looks at where the flame is going. They are stunned. The grease fire is being sucked into Andersson like a vacuum. Once the fire is gone, Tony holds his mouth shut with his hands. Everyone around looks at him in shock and amazement. They know that he is a mutant for what he is capable of, but they didn't expect him to do that. What the fuck just happened? Even Anthony doesn't know what's going on. He shakes his head and gets back into chef mode. Anyway, on with business, yes? Sammy, you might want to put another salmon on the grill. His co-workers and boss wave and say goodbye to Anthony as he leaves to go home. He crosses the street to another sidewalk and thinks back to what happened 3 hours earlier. Okay, what the hell happened back there? He pauses. Hello? Oh, sorry, were you actually speaking to me? Yes, you made us start a grease fire. Calm down, at least the situation was handled. Yeah, but not in the way I expected it to. To think that I'm a mutant, yet I somehow gained a new ability? I think it's an amazing discovery. Okay, jackass, then tell me this. What else can I do? You will discover that in due time. Oh my god, please don't do the bullshit with the whole, you'll discover your true power soon enough. Look, I've been trying to figure out what and who I am for 10 years, alright? Can you at least give me a hint or something? No. Well, that's just great. A mysterious voice that is useful as a fortune teller. Fucking shenanigans. Anthony crosses the street and walks down the sidewalk of Jackson Street. What's up? You changed your mind? No, and nor will I ever. But what I need you to do is run. Why? There's nothing out here that's a threat. Besides, I don't want to break the sound barriers creating a large mess. Well, you have to because you're in danger. From who exactly? I found you. The young man stops. With no traffic or pedestrians, he looks down the sidewalk on Jackson Street. Standing in front of him is an individual who has met him just yesterday. The same woman who brought with them and got away with it. Standing in front of him with her arms crossed, wearing a Motorhead t-shirt and skinny jeans, is Eleanor Harrington with an angry look on her face. Can I help you? Wait, is this about what happened the previous night? Sorry about that. You honestly think that I'm just gonna take that apology for what you did? Well, yeah. What, your butt hurt about what happened? That's besides the point. I'm here for one reason and one reason only, which is... She uncrosses her arms and points her right finger at him. I challenge you to a duel.